How's it going, guys? This is just RJ from the Cardskwad, and we have another prep video for you. I want to give a shout out to Fresh Letters from the Cardskwad for bringing me this card to prep. It's a LUKA DONCIC on-card auto from Recon, and we're gonna go see what this is gonna get us. I was a bit nervous to prep this card as it's probably the biggest and most expensive sports card that I've prepped. So shout out to Fresh for allowing me this opportunity to send his card into PSA. So first things first, I scanned the card front and back so I can use the centering app on my phone to determine the centering for this card. As I was determining the centering, I noticed that the front of the card's gonna get a 9. It is a bit top heavy, and it doesn't fall in the 55-45 criteria for PSA 10, which is kind of unfortunate. Right here you can see that I'm using a centering tool to double check the centering that I got from my app, and also to check landmarks. For sports cards, it's kind of hard sometimes to determine the landmarks on there, so this is why I use the tool. Here I am checking the surfaces, front and back of the card. I'm looking for like print lines or any dimples or any defects. I then take a black light to check the edges for any whitening. So I did notice that there's a little bit of a soft corner here at the top right, which I'll try to fix later in this video. Here's a good example of why it's good to use a black light, and you'll notice that these two corners have a little whitening on there. So what I'm doing here is trying to flat out this corner. I did sandwich the card in between 2 penny sleeves. I'm trying to push the corner out and then flatten it with a Q-tip, trying to get that corner to kind of get back to normal. Here I'm using my jeweler's loop to just check the edges, if there's any wear or tear, and if there's any defects on the surface. And lastly, I go ahead and polish the front and back of the card. I do try to avoid the autograph as much as possible, so I'll work around it. And here's I am doing the back side. And after it's all said and done, I sleeve it up, put it in semi-rigid holder, and have it all ready for PSA. In my opinion, I don't think this is going to gem because of the centering and those corners, but one can hope, and let's hope that the grader is having a good day. And that's it. Hope y'all have a good one. Deuces.